We're here at the Spooky Nick Sports Complex in Manheim, Pennsylvania for the 20th Lancaster Archery Classic. And this is a look at how qualifications are shot. This is only half of the arena that we shoot in. And archers came here on Thursday and Friday for a variety of lines, as our scoring is brought to you by Dead Center Archery Products. Well, yeah, you stand up there and you shoot 60 arrows, three arrows at a time. And the very middle circle is worth 11 points for a total possible point of 660. And now it's time for another finals shoot-up event that we have here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Greg White, sitting alongside Rio Wild, multi-time world champ, 14-time gold medalist in world archery. I mean, what hasn't this guy done? He's got a release called The GOAT, and he's here giving us all of his expert commentary. Rio, it's been an outstanding day of archery so far today, hasn't it?
Oh, it has. It's been awesome. We've had different things from ties to a guy going for a 12 in a shoot-off to a guy starting out really good. It's just been a really fun bunch of matches.
And, of course, these archers make their way into this final arena. And here's what is on deck. So we've had the Senior Open, Women's Open, Masters Open done and dusted. Right now, it's the Women's Master Open category. Those are all compounds. Then we're going to jump into a couple of those recurve categories with youth, then back to compound for Youth Female Open. Then it's Women's Barebow and Barebow to finish us off. Those two hotly contested and popular categories. Now, for this one, Rio, 4 people qualified for our shoot-up. Tell us about it.
They walk in as seated as 1, 2, 3, 4, where number 3 and 4 will shoot against each other, with the winner advancing on to face number 2, and so on all the way till the end, when we end up with a champion for each division.
That's right, and that bottom-up format is very exciting.
All right, folks, we're going to
Let's
get
get to
started
Case
with
Koffelt, who's gonna
Women's
introduce
Masters Open. All right, we have Catherine Papagni. She was our 5th place qualifier from Bethlehem, PA. Let's give her a hand. She won the 2022 Classic and was the first Women's Masters Open champ. What an accomplishment, wow. Next we have Nikki Curtis from Utica, Kentucky. Let's give her a big round of applause. She was the ASA Classic champ in 2014 and made the Classic shoot-up stage in 2023.
I'm assuming you chose this side.
Yes, sir.
You also get to choose first or second.
Let's look at Nikki Curtis. Of course, 10 years shooting.
You have 30 seconds
And
to shoot your arrows.
ASA Classic champ is nothing to sneeze at. And here's Papagni from Bethlehem, PA. You would think there'd be some people cheering her on here in Pennsylvania. And of course, 2022 Lancaster Archery Classic champion in this division. So a couple really strong shooters, and of course you have to be to get to this point. This is the final 4, and this is to decide who is going to be 4th place, who's guaranteed a podium spot, the winner will be, and they continue to shoot up towards that number 1 spot and the title of champion. All right, so here we go. First arrows are going to fly.
And it's nothing easy. This is a tough stage to step out on.
11.
And she pulls out whips on 11 to start it off, and just take a look at that. You tell your competitor, and it makes for really good feelings.
10.
All right, one of the things that we're looking for here off camera too is a nice deep breath from Curtis. You know, just to settle those nerves a little bit. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Still, at this point, 15 seconds to go.
9.
A little bit out to the right, 9. So each archer has 30 seconds to execute their shots here in these shoot-up final matches.
9.
Had a chance for an opening there after the first arrow. It didn't capitalize on it too much.
And we continue to see that, don't we, Rio?
Oh yeah, we talked about it earlier. It's like if one person struggles, it leads to the other struggle, and it's just kind of. I've seen it through archery for years. It just is adding that pressure. It's can they either handle it or not.
11.
Shot in that first end of nerves now, escaping. Nikki Curtis. This is Papagni.
10, 9,
I think it just hung a 10.
give these ladies a round of
Now I can
applause.
see where Papagni, you can see, making a slight adjustment on the sight. And
Yep.
here's Casey Coffin.
Welcome back to the classic stage. How are you feeling up there today?
Good.
How many classics have you been to?
Oh my gosh, I think this is maybe, I don't know, a whole bunch.
Well, good. It's good to have you back. Tell me about what bow and all the equipment you're shooting today.
So this is a PSE Performex 3D, America's Best Bowstring Strings. I still have that antique Sherlock sight, AAE hot rods bars, Black Eagle arrows, and a True release.
All right, I like it. It's all matching in pink. Very nice. All right, after the first end, we have Catherine with a 29 and Nikki with a 31.
You have choice again, first or second.
All right, so 31-29.
You're shooting second.
And again, just like I talked about that 11 being really hard to hit. You know, I mean, Catherine has 2 10s and Nikki has 2 11s. That's literally the difference in the match. And the way you come out of the gate to start it, it really can be. It could be the difference in the match.
Yep. Looks like for Curtis, got that nose button on the string. And
She's shooting a little shorter bow, and I think that helps her have some consistency with her anchor.
shorter bow, meaning the axle to axle.
Yeah. So you get a little more of a string angle that's a little harder to touch your face. I'd like to know how many pounds she's shooting. It seems to be pretty fast, but she seems to be working to get it back. So I'd be curious if that's, especially with 3D season coming right around the corner.
8,
Really open the door.
Yeah, that one broke quite high.
nine,
None of these archers right now are really taking command of this match.
No, it's almost like, here, you take it. No, you take it. It's kind of like I've seen those matches before, and so.
11,
There you go. And there's nothing more frustrating than those, because you're trying so hard to shoot well, and it just seems like it's not coming for you. It's a tough thing.
10,
Just a little bit to the right.
Let's give him a big round of applause.
Unofficially, 56-59. We'll wait for that arrow call, but let's get back down to Casey Koffel.
Now, Nikki, I noticed before every shot, you take your time, you stare at the target, and take a deep breath. What are you thinking about in those moments before you take your shot?
Just trying to concentrate, settle. It's what I do every time, whether I'm practice or competition.
Very good. Lots of focus. I can see it. Tell me about your equipment today.
Elite Ethos, and then we have XL sight, clear targets lens with a big dot, and Hamsky peep and rest, piece finger bars, relative arrows, tack veins, Blade Pro release.
Very nice. All right, we have our scores for the second end here. Catherine is at 57.
All right, so it's going to be 57-59.
So 1 point match, or 2 point match. Yep. And these arrows were. It was a different end. I mean, she started off with a 9, then an 8, and picked it up and finished with an 11, which has pretty much given her that little bit of an edge.
And I do like the fact that Nikki Curtis in the lead has a choice to shoot first or second. Choosing to shoot first.
And again, that's not as much of a play
11,
before we had the 12, but now the 12, it becomes a real different thought process on how everyone chooses to shoot first or second. Because it can be the other person can sneak up and shoot that last arrow and it's a 12, and you'd be like, whoa, I didn't know.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's right on the line.
I think that one's there.
I think so too. I might put an asterisk next to that one, I think, for the
Yeah.
Papagni. Might get 11. Yeah, you can see a really good look at that nose button.
11,
Just another contact point
Yeah.
for security of the archer, make sure that anchor point is in the right spot.
Well, in the past with the longer bows, the string angle was more, and your string would come to the corner of your mouth. So it gave you one reference. Now without that, the nose becomes another part, and that button helps you reach it even with the string angle being so dramatically smaller.
Seven.
Oh, she wasn't happy with that.
Not at all.
And can she capitalize?
She did.
Takes it from trailing by 2 to gaining 1. And I think that 10 is an 11, the first one.
There's going to be a lot of competition. There's a lot of pressure shooting up on the stage. How do you prepare?
There's really no way to prepare for this. We try our best to prepare for situations like this, but the nerves are extreme.
How do you feel this time compared to last year?
Same. I mean, it doesn't matter how many times you shoot this shoot. The nerves are refreshed every year. So.
That's what makes it fun, keeps it interesting. We're waiting on some scores here.
Rio, over the years, there's been conversations I've had with a variety of pro shooters that have tried to simulate. I remember when Paul Tedford was at the top of his game and was shooting, we used to talk about, hey, I'm going to actually do a practice round and I'm going to live stream it on Facebook. Just to try to generate some different types of pressure.
Yep.
And it was really weird because I tried it once and I remember thinking the phone was like down at the target, not facing me, and I'm like, who's making comments? Like, I wonder what they're saying, and you kind of lose your focus. But it's not focus you would lose at a place like this.
No, it's so different. And I even, if any of you know Matt Stutzman, the armless archer,
Matty.
he one time jumped out of a plane
Huh?
and then landed and started shooting to see if he could simulate the adrenaline. And I'm like, was it? He's like, not really. It was totally different. But I'm like, people have tried all kinds of things to get
that
there.
That just sounds like Matt.
And you just can't. You can't. Like, it's just.
Got to be here. All right, so Nikki Curtis trying to come back after that 7. Solid 9.
And we were tied at 88, so she, one of those was.
11.
Yeah, one of those is back in, so now all of a sudden, just like that.
It's a 2-point lead with 2 arrows left. We're gonna get a 12.
We're gonna see if she hits the button.
Oh yeah, see?
Yeah.
Oh, she's looking at it. She's looking down. She can do it.
She does.
Yep. Smart move, I think.
A 12 is called.
Just a little high left.
Yeah. Yeah, Catherine just needs to go ahead and make a good shot here.
Just keep it in the yellow.
And a 9.
Yeah, just catches that yellow.
And the big sigh.
Yeah. Unofficially 118 to 116. Nikki Curtis will be our 4th place finisher. Let's go to Casey.
What made you decide to go for the 12?
I don't know.
Just instinct. I like it. Gut feeling. How many? Sorry, go ahead.
Where I was.
That's all right. I like the instinct. So how many times have you been to the Classic?
About 4 times now.
Is this your first time on the stage? Second, there you go. All right, we have our official scores for this round. Our winner is Catherine Papagni. Let's give her a big round of applause. Congratulations to Nikki, who will be going home with 4th place and $250.
All right, so Guaranteed a podium for Catherine Papagni. She shoots up.
All right, next up,
And
we
now
have
let's get
Lisa
to Casey.
Zuber from Linville, Virginia. Let's give her a big hand. She was the 2023 Classic Champ, the 2023 IBO World Champ, and more in this good past year of 2023.
All right, so Lisa Zuber, they're 14 years, 2023 class champion, and Rio. I think that Zuber made the move in terms of getting Papagni off of her spot and moving her over to target number 2. I think that's the move.
Yep, I think, like again, I think a lot of people feel that that is a big, big thing they need to do. And sometimes I think it's a thing, sometimes I don't. And what we learned a minute ago, someone didn't want to look at the crowd. Not something I would have ever thought about, but
Yeah.
everybody has their own aspect when they get out there as to what can affect them the most and what they can see.
All right, so here we go.
She's our defending champion, so now that adds another aspect of pressure onto it too.
Nine.
Well, outside right, from our perspective, no movement on the sight. So obviously that was more of one of those nerve shots.
11.
Papagni gets right into the groove.
Well, and again, there's that advantage showing up of someone being out there prior. She was all dialed in. She knew where she was hitting.
Nice shot in the middle, just a little high.
Nine.
Well, that first 9 didn't cost her as much. Where Catherine gave her back one. It didn't seem to hurt as bad.
11.
There you go. Now she's got it in and rolling. I mean, we've seen that too out of the last couple. There's been a few matches that our first arrow was 9 and then go 10 and then 11. You see the nerves starting to get to her. She's moving a lot more than she has been.
Yeah, she didn't like that one at all.
Yeah.
That was almost one of those shots where you go, whoa, wait, was it knee yellow? I'll take that.
Yeah. The definite takeoff was not where you would have liked for it to be.
Casey Coughlin.
Champion banner up there. How's it feel to be back up on stage?
Same nerves as last year.
Seems to be a common theme around here. Well, tell me what you're shooting today.
I have the Matthews TRX 38, QAD drop-away rest, Ultra View scope, shooting feasting or stabilizers, and dual tip triple X.
Very nice. All pretty in pink. Y'all are matching. Same sort of theme. I like it. All right, we have our first end scores. Let's see. Catherine has a 29 and Lisa has a 30 going into the second end.
Zuber shots and how she got to her 29.
And again, she started off with the first one a little right, a little high, dialed it in. Put the last one.
Bingo. Yeah, just kind of letting those nerves kind of settle away. All right, so on our board we have 30 to 29.
She's going to continue to start off shooting first, which this, other than the 12, has always been a smart one because you can put it in and let them look at it and add the pressure.
Yes,
Where-
especially with that the monitor up above.
Yeah. Well, and
it
arrows
would be
being
hard.
Arrows being called and like all
Yeah.
that. You know what they've shot. The hard part is making the arrows go in so that they have to look at them.
11.
Wow, for such a long hold.
Yeah. Really good shot. Really.
Yeah. Lisa Zuber made it work for her.
You know.
Quick shot. Looks like it's really close on the
11,
line.
10 liner. It's very close.
By the way, if you're someone who hunts and you're watching target archery for the first time and you're thinking, are these shooters shooting telephone poles? They're not. Tell us about it, Rio. What are the arrow diameters of these arrows?
I'm not sure on the women what they run because a lot of the men will run a 27 thousandths. It's a bigger arrow because you want to catch both lines. Like you don't want this little itty bitty thing because it makes it harder to hit the bigger lines. The women sometimes will run a 23,
25?
25, 26s. There's a lot of different variances in there, but they do try to use the bigger arrow so that it helps them catch the lines.
11.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
So you can see we have the asterisks on a couple of those score values. We're going to have to wait to find out from the judges. Let's get back to Casey.
That's watching or in the crowd that you want to shout out?
Just my PSE family, and hopefully my mom and my sister and my brothers.
Very nice. And who do you have standing behind you today?
This is my boyfriend, Rich McKay.
How are you doing, Rich?
Wonderful.
How is it being up here coaching?
I don't know who's more nervous, her or me.
We all make a good team. You're doing great.
Yeah, and that's the cornerstone, really, of archery, isn't it? Family.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of years you spent with your family on the road, shooting bows all over the world, all over the country.
Well, and the cool part about the sport is it's like a family. Even with the other people, I've had times I've given my backup bow to people to compete because something's gone wrong or in that avenue. And archery's just a really tight, close-knit community. Like, it's a really cool thing, I think, out of all the sports.
So just a little longer on the arrow calls to make a decision.
We have a 62
And it looks like we have Lisa Zuber went 11, 10, 11 for 32. And Catherine Papagni went 11, 9, 11. So 2-point advantage for Zuber. We have 2 ends remaining in this match. The winner will go shoot against the #1 seed for these shoot-ups for this Women's Masters Open category.
And we've seen the 2 points not mean a lot. Like in the last match, we saw it flip from 2 points down to 2 points up in the 3 arrows. So this can go any way in a hurry. It's a good pickup after having the peep. What she really happened was as she came back, I don't think she could see through her peep. So she let up, turned her string a little bit, and got it fixed and shot at an 11.
The answer from Papagni. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't like that shot too much.
They're talking about a 12, I think, between her and her coach. Because she's like, I'm down.
One arrow to go.
Yep, there she goes.
Yeah, she's going for the 12.
12 has been called.
One arrow to go in this 3rd end. So there's 4 arrows left to shot. She has 2 opportunities to use the 12. Might as well give it a go. She has a teeny tiny dot too in her lens. I can see it. So my guess is she's probably just going to aim right at it.
Yep, and she could use this because that would give her a tie score this one and only keep her down within 2.
Just low, 7.
Just low.
And the hard part with that 12 is because it is risk reward, it may have just cost her so much that like Lisa can cruise the finish to win the match.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed you had a little bit of a slip up on that first drawback there, but you did a good job refocusing, had a 33. What's going through your mind during your shot? What are you focusing on?
Trying to focus on that X, but the nerves, they're there.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing a great job, though. And Catherine, what made you decide to go for the 12 on that arrow?
Because I was losing.
I like the honesty. All right. Well, you made a good shot. Very brave for going it. It makes it exciting when people go for the 12. I like it. And I'm sure I heard PJ earlier. He said every 12 that y'all shoot, he gets a day off. So keep going for him.
One more time.
Yeah.
All right. We have
Really?
official scores.
Yeah.
We have Lisa.
PJ's coming in the booth after this match, and he's sitting next to me, and
going into the last day.
I'm not really sure that that's the case. Maybe it is just a bottle of iced tea for everyone. It's hard to say. I have an inside joke. Sorry about that, folks. 95-88. Lisa Zuber, who's at full draw right now in this final end of competition.
And with
Nikki.
7 points, it's a huge lead. And the hard part now is to keep yourself focused and not. And I know it goes through your mind like, don't mess this up, don't mess it up. And it's hard to stay focused. So let's see if she can handle it.
8 seconds on the clock. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a 0.
That's a 0.
This match is just flipped all the way around. Like,
Okay.
so now it's a 3-point lead for Catherine.
A 10.
And
Good recovery.
I've got to say, Lisa probably had that in her mind. Like, I can't mess this up. And it's hard to be confident and execute when you're in that whole avenue.
11.
And given those opportunities, you've got to
Capitalize.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's hard because you feel bad for the competitor that had that issue, but it's sport.
It's sport.
It's
And a 10.
It's like the guy covering the wide receiver in the NFL. When he falls, the wide receiver doesn't stop. He goes on and scores the touchdown.
And this is why you never give up.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
10, just
10.
out.
Good finish.
Yeah.
So just like that, the match flips. And in this final end of this match, to see who's going to shoot up for the first qualifier, it looks like Papagni goes.
Even by match 2, they're still there?
They're definitely still there, yeah.
All right. Well, you're still, look like you're keeping it together up there well. How are you feeling, Lisa?
The nerves got to me, for sure.
You definitely kept it composed on those last 2 arrows. Good job finishing strong. Waiting for some final scores here. All right, Catherine Papagni is your winner for this match, and congratulations to Lisa. She will be going home with $350 and 3rd place. Next up, we have Connie Callaway from Knoxville, Tennessee. Let's give her a big hand. She was the #1 qualifier here this weekend. She is also the ASA National Champ, IBO, and Vegas Champ.
So it's time for our final match of the Women's Master Open category. And Callaway
You have 30 seconds to shoot.
coming up on stage.
When your arrow hits, her time starts. When her arrow hits, your time starts. We'll repeat until we're done. There's a lovely red button if you would like to shoot a 12.
For
Step
this
on that
final
first.
match. 4 ends, 3 arrows apiece, 18 meters downrange at a 40-centimeter target face. The innermost ring counts as 11. There's a 12 at play buried in the red. And it looks like Callaway is going to get us rolling.
And she has experience. I mean, she's been around a long time. I've known her since I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm. That one got away from her on the first one. A little surprise, but it has to do with those stage nerves. So really, for the miscue for Callaway to just give away 1 point is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
10.
No adjustments to Callaway's sight, so you can still tell that it's just nerves getting after him after 47 years of shooting for Connie Callaway.
11.
Papagni in the groove.
But just like that, I think that's part of being out here a little bit. As much as you say the nerves are going to go away, they do settle.
11.
There's Connie settling in. And how many times today have we seen that? 9, 10, 11.
Oh, yeah.
Or we have a tie ball game.
Give him a hand, folks.
Just like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you shoot 30 in 2 different ways.
Yeah.
Here's Casey.
Welcome to the classic stage, Connie. Is this your first time here?
No.
How many times have you been on the classic stage?
Counting the last 20 years, probably 3 or 4 times.
Wow, have you been to every classic there's been?
I missed COVID year and last year.
But otherwise, you've been to every one. Wow, that's a lot. Let's give her a hand, folks. That's impressive. Tell me a little bit about your setup here. What are you shooting?
Well, I have the new Matthews title. I'm still getting used to it. And I have the Hampsky Callaway rest, shrewd stabilizer, and scope. I use the boning, fletching, boning knocks, and go-to barrels, and a Savoya sight.
Very nice. Nice and bright. I like it. All right, after the first end, we have Catherine with a 30 and Connie with a 30. Going into the second end.
All right, here's our #1 seed, Rio, and a little bit of a rough start, settled in nicely.
Yeah, and just like we talked, we've seen that like on 2 or 3 matches today. He's come in 10, 9, or 9, 10, 11.
And here is Connie Callaway, and she'd mentioned that she has a shrewd stabilizer, not stabilizers, because you can see she's not actually using a back bar or a sidebar, or however you want to say it.
Yep, she's going for weight. Sometimes
11.
I have a friend who doesn't have a lot of holding weight, and to have less weight on the bow shoots better for him. And so it's one of those things that sometimes people don't think about that.
10. Liner, I believe it's a 10.
Yeah, that one looked just a smidge low in the 10 ring. Cutting a little bit too much line to get contact with that 11 ring.
9.
Here's an opportunity to pounce for Callaway.
Yep, and she's had experience. She should be able to capitalize really well on this.
10.
Well, almost got away.
And they've got they took the asterisks off. They're calling it a 10 because it looked like a solid 10 to me.
Yeah. 11.
That's exactly what Papagni needed.
Yeah. To keep it within 1.
So other than archery, what do you like to do? Do you have any hobbies? Do you work? What goes on in a day other than shooting a bow?
So Monday through Friday, I'm a special ed teacher, and on Saturdays I work at Archery at the Glen, and I coach their JOAD team, and I do lessons and help promote the sport.
That's awesome. So what's your local club? You want to give them a shout out?
Archery at the Glen in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Very nice. How about you, Connie? What local club do you shoot for? Do you practice at home?
I shoot for in Knoxville, Maryville, Tennessee, out of his shop now. Trying to promote his new shop he's built. And what I do on my spare time, I do taxidermy. I was snowed in for 8 days, and I got a lot of work done.
There you go.
That's great. Here's a little recap of what Catherine Papagni has going on. So it's 60 for Papagni, 61 for Callaway as we head into our third end of competition of 4.
Catherine pulled that out with that 11 to help keep it close.
Yeah.
You know, this time maybe she doesn't have to go for the 12 to try and keep it close.
Women's Master Open. He's down to the final 2 shooters. Looking at Connie Callaway, who's your #1 seed coming in here. Trying to be crowned champion.
9
Low
just
with
out.
9 right.
Open the door to maybe tie it up or even take the lead.
10 just caught.
Oh.
So now we're all tied up with 2 arrows to go apiece.
In this end, she's...
For Papagni, 2022. Winner here, trying to do it again.
11.
Oh, she's
That's gonna
capitalized
help.
on both of them. That should give her a 1-point lead right now as it stands. Connie, as much as she's competed, she knows she needed that one really to just keep it.
Right there.
Yeah. She did not like that one.
That went 8.
Let's give them a round of applause.
No, she had the opportunity. 10 would have tied it.
Yeah.
11 would have won it. And she
Well,
sent
no, we
it.
have one more in left.
Oh, sorry, one more in. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Here on stage, how do you prepare for something like this?
I don't know that you can. You know, just come out here and shoot your bow, but I do know that these ladies have made me more nervous than the guys I beat 4 years ago.
There you go. Very nice. We're good. Looking forward to the rest of the year. What other competitions do you have coming up?
Well, I got Vegas next week, hopefully, and then ASAs.
Very nice. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. With one end left, Catherine has 89 and Connie has 91.
And of course, it was just Masters Open a couple of years ago, and then they split to Women's Masters Open. So
Yeah.
that's what Callaway's talking about on that. All the men she beat then.
Yeah, yeah. But Catherine had that last arrow that just really, I mean, it's a 2-point with 3 arrows left. Not that it can't happen. We have seen it today change, but definitely puts you behind and with a chance for maybe we can get a 12 again.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, there's the door open. An 11 would tie us up.
– 11.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't look like she liked that one really well.
Looks like it wasn't settling down. The eye was moving.
Catherine has a chance here to take the lead after being down 2 to start.
10.
Yeah, almost still tied up.
11 will put all the pressure on the Papagni.
Ten.
11 for the win. 10 to tie. I think it's a 9.
I think it's a 9.
Coming down to the last few arrows here.
This is going to come down to a judgment call.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than that.
Oh, there's a good look at it, Rio. It's so hard to tell with
So
those
close,
shadows, but
yeah.
to me, it looks like a... Oh, wait, I just saw a light.
No, but my whole goal was to just shoot with Connie. Connie's been like a huge hero to me for a long, long time. And I said, coming into this, I just want to shoot with you. So I already won, you know, so, because she's awesome.
That's amazing.
It gets called a 10.
Okay.
Waiting on an official ruling, and it looks like we will have a shoot-off, folks.
All right, so our judge will come out and explain the shoot-off rules. as to how this whole process works.
Okay, ladies, congratulations. Thank you. You've made my job harder. We will be entering into a shoot-off. We will shoot a 1-hour shoot-off. First arrow is for score, higher score wins. If it is tied, we will shoot a second arrow for score, higher score wins. If that is still tied, we will shoot a third arrow, which will be measured closest to the center to determine the winner. 12 ring is in play. Connie, you have the choice of shooting first or second.
I'll go first.
You have chosen first. You will shoot second.
I like this move by Callaway.
When you're ready, give me a number.
I'm ready.
Well, yeah, if you could go and put it in, it puts ultimate pressure on your competitor.
There you go.
11.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one, all right. Remember, this first arrow is just for
Good
score.
score, yeah.
11.
We're going to the second arrow. This is for the title of Women's Masters Open.
And either one of them has the opportunity to shoot a 12 here.
Yep.
So the part of Connie going first and shooting it is great, but it does leave the door open for Catherine to say, I'm going to shoot a 12 and I'm going to beat you right here.
Or do you say, I'm going to carry this on to a third arrow, which is going to be closest to the center?
Yeah. And close to the center, I always feel like it's just, it's skill but luck.
Yeah, agreed.
It's how it breaks.
All right, here we go, second arrow. The shoot off. The shoot up, shoot off.
I'll say she didn't look happy with it. So Catherine can win it with an 11 right here.
10.
Now we hit the notorious closest to center.
What a performance we're seeing from these ladies. Women's Masters Open. It's a shoot up. It's for the title of champion. Catherine Papagni said that she's already won just because she gets to shoot with Connie Callaway. But we went 11 in the first arrow to shoot off. We went 10 in the second arrow. And now it's down to this. Closest arrow to the center.
And the 12's not in it. There's no opportunity for that.
Nope.
Yep. 11.
That's a good one. She didn't like it.
She didn't like it. And so how do you like that?
Connie
Callaway.
These ladies put on a heck of a show.
Tell us, what's it feel like?
I know she made me nervous, okay? But yeah, I'm feeling great right now.
You both shot very good. It was an exciting match. Went down to the last arrow on a 3-arrow shoot-off. What was going through your mind? What were you focusing on?
Oh Lord, I was just focused on just trying to stay calm and please, Bo, hold steady. Don't move.
Well, y'all did a great job. Let's give them a big round of applause, folks. Catherine will be going home with second place and $550. And Connie will be going home with a first place finish and $1,000. Congratulations to you both.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I apologize. I know I teased some of you earlier and told you the bar was open. I'm live, but it is open now.
All right, so congratulations to Connie Callaway. What a victory and champion in the Women's Masters Open division. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to bring the youth in. It's going to be some recurve action, so don't go anywhere.